Welcome to the online classes of Deepal School Jashipur. I am Malay sir, your history teacher. Today we are going to read about history of class 6. This is your book Viva ICSC History and Civics. Come to page 12. In the previous class we studied about reasons for civilization to emerge along rivers. What are the sources of information about the Mesopotamian civilization, its location and origin, and Mesopotamian civilization. Today we will study about society, family, and town planning. So the Mesopotamian civilization was divided into the society was divided into three classes. One is upper class, second one is middle class, and the lower class. The upper class belonged to the kings and the priests. Okay, so those who are the kings and priests, they belong to the upper class. Even kings were worshipped by the people at that time, and the king's duty was or power was to make laws, headed the military, and to head the means lead the military. Next comes the middle class, and the middle class comprised of merchants, artisans, and you can say affluent individuals. And these three group of people belong to middle class. And next comes the lower class. The lower class was consisted of slaves. Slaves means the especially those who were captured in wars or when they were in heavy debt. A person, suppose, who had a heavy debt to return back to the owner, but he could not do it, that means uh, he or she was forced to work as a slave for that particular person from whom he had taken that debt. And the children of the slaves were also forced into slavery. Slavery means to work as a slave. So this was about society of the Mesopotamian civilization. Next comes the family. So the family was patriarchal family. Patriarchal means the father was the head of the family. The head of the family was a man, or the father. Father was the head. Though father was the head of the family, women also were respected in the society, and they had rights and duties also as a citizen, and they had the power to act as a witness in court, and they could own property. Women also were allowed to own property. Next comes the town planning. In town planning, the discovery of Sumerian city or the Ur indicates that cities followed a uniform pattern. Uniform pattern means a special pattern was there. According to that pattern only most of the cities were built. So these excavations which were done at the Sumer city and Ur city, Akkad city, from these excavations it is revealed that cities were divided into three parts. So one is the sacred area, second one is the walled city on a mount, and next one is the outer town. So the sacred area, this sacred area in the sacred area, a ziggurat was also there. Ziggurat means, as I told before, I told you that what is the ziggurat, I will tell you in the next class. So today I am telling you ziggurat means a temple. Okay, so a temple, what temple? The temple dedicated to a patron god of the city. Each of the city have had a different gods and goddesses. So according to the gods and goddesses, each city had a ziggurat or temple at the sacred area or the middle area of the town, and a ziggurat or a temple was dedicated to a god. Okay, next, the walled city on a mound. Walled city means the city which has a wall around it. Okay, so what was done there? People resides in the walled city. Okay, so the people were residing in the walled city of a mound, and in the outer city also people were living. And inside the walled city, those who belong to the middle class family, those who were middle class, those who belonged to middle class, they were living in the walled city, and those who are very poor people, they were staying in the outer town or the outer city. Okay, outer city, outer town which has no wall. So see, houses were built along the streets on each built along the streets. So suppose one street is there, suppose here this is the street, on both sides of the streets houses were built. And houses were built, how the houses were built? Each house had a central courtyard. Suppose this is a, you see, just I have drawn one picture. This is, if this is a house, on all four sides houses are attached to each other, rooms are attached to each other. In the center one courtyard was there. Okay, in this was the ideal type of houses which were built during that particular period in the Mesopotamian civilization. The house and the buildings were constructed with sandstone and sun-dried bricks. So what are the materials by which with which the houses were built? The houses were built, you see, the houses and buildings were constructed with sandstone, one type of stone, that is sandstone, and sun-dried bricks. As we are using today the bricks for building our houses, in the same way sandstone and bricks were also used that period. And this is a basic model of a Mesopotamian house. You just see, have a look. So this is model, this is not real house, this is just a model. So this was about the society, family and town planning of the Mesopotamian civilization. And this much for today, and in the next class we will discuss about the agriculture occupation. Okay, thank you.